People actually like this shit.
What's he even saying here?
Dance again for Jesse?
Tell me what he's saying.
Y'all better catch it right now, cause I'm leaving slow. Y'all better catch it right now, cause I'm leaving slow. This my city, you rockin' with me, I'm from the go.
What's he saying?
What did I just walk into?
N-word, N-word.
Hey, you need to play the music again so I can dance for Jesse now.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Just for like 10 seconds.
Jesse, I don't think you know what you're ready for.
Okay.
Here we go. Why?
My resident manga. Representing here.
Joke landed? No? I'm sorry, what?
Hello.
Okay, I know.
Let us begin.
Pretty cool. Did you make them yourself?
No, I got them. I forget how I got these. I think my girlfriend's sister gave me a gift, and they came complimentary with the gift package from JList. JList.com, everybody.
They're a sponsor?
Well, now.
Well, I can't pick up DC or Marvel because I think you guys got that one cornered.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Refrain from that. What's this live thing? Hey guys.
Are you done?
Yeah, are you done?
Okay.
So how about that Avengers?
Yeah.
Vengeance!
It's very topical. Happened 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Dude,
It happened.
we'll play it for you.
Means the
What about-
internet is blowing up right now.
Yeah, the internet is blowing up.
What do you mean? Is there a trailer out or something, or what?
Yeah.
I don't think that
Full-on
was the
trailer.
intention.
No.
No, they were going to show it with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on Monday.
Yeah, I read that too, but I guess they leaked it and they're like, fuck it. So it's like on the official Marvel stuff now. So
No, it is.
It's
Yeah.
not like it hurts them in any way, you know?
no, not at all.
Yeah, I was expecting a teaser. Has there been a teaser?
No.
This is a full-on trailer.
Yeah.
They just
This is your teaser.
Yeah, they're referring to it as a teaser, but it's still almost like 2.5 minutes long. So.
Yeah.
I got your teaser.
Oh.
Should we do mic checks or are we recording?
Looks like we're good. We're good to go. How about you guys?
Sounds good.
I'm
Let me
good.
see- Let me see you, Jesse. Do a mic check.
Mic check. I've been talking. Why do I need a mic check?
Okay. And, Tony?
Good to go. Hello.
That other guy, Randall. Look at that, Rantle.
What?
Look at that.
You are so funny.
Oh.
That is so fresh.
Miguel
Randall.
jokes are school lunch food. Stale, old, and tired.
He's just going to keep doing it.
Alright.
So, Dirty 13. You know what we're doing differently about this one is that I'm putting it live on YouTube right now. So actually, people can actually listen to this live right now. So,
Hello world.
I went ahead.
But we told nobody, so nobody's listening.
Perfect.
I tweeted the link and then I put it live on I posted it on my Facebook. That's about it.
I shared it. I don't know. Can you see how many people are listening at least?
Yeah. but it shows 0 currently. So
hello.
So this is we're just guinea pigging it now, and then I guess next time we'll be better prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not try it? And we'll see how it works out, and then if it goes good, we'll go from there. Okay?
What the fuck?
This reminds me of a comic I saw a while back when Google Plus first started to become a thing, and it was the comics perception of Google Plus as being like in an exclusive nightclub, and then she finally gets in, and when she gets in, all the tables are empty except for one person in the back who goes, "Hello." This is our test podcast today.
Yeah. So if we get at least one live listener, then we'll do it again next time.
We did it.
Yeah.
We made it. Just we need one more, because currently we're at 0, and we're just trying to get 1. So that would mean we need 1.
So everybody, get on your Facebook and Twitter accounts and just say, "Please God, listen to us."
Yes.
Yeah. Just something. Just for like 2 seconds.
And let's take some questions from all the viewers and listeners.
Nice.
So everybody's watched the trailer for Avengers: Age of Ultron except for Miguel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's. You want to watch it right now, Miguel, and we could get our thoughts.
Yeah. Let's see. Trailer. Oh, I found it.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Ladies, I found it.
Right.
It's going all slow. How many people are playing this right now? Jeez.
Everybody.
Everybody and their mama. Let's see what happens here. This better be good.
If it's the right one.
I'm gonna show you something beautiful. Everyone screaming for mercy. You want to protect the world, but you don't want it to change. You're all puppets, tangled in strings.
Like Terminator.
It's the end. The end of the path I started us on.
Nothing lasts forever.
That's really sad.
There are no strings on me.
Yeah.
That looks pretty dope. Let's get in this.
Welcome to The Empty Red with Tony.
No, I've been lazy school.
Red. Jesse.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Miguel.
I have no control over her or her body.
Empty Red.
Avengers 2. Avengers 2. Avengers.
Why are you watching Pinocchio?
I've got no strings.
So, Age of Ultron, that looks pretty cool.
It's based on Pinocchio.
Is it?
Yeah.
How?
Well, come to this. It's like Pinocchio, but a robot. Get it?
No. I'm currently tweeting that link right now on our Twitter.
The Pinocchio one, or the what? You got another video you're talking about?
Hashtag Pinocchio. Hashtag I got no strings.
Avengers trailer.
Oh, okay. There's an Avengers trailer. Oh.
Yeah, that's what we just watched, Tony.
Oh, okay.
Tony, you were there.
Yeah, I was there.
Oh man, that was a pretty dope trailer. You know, it's a good way to start off episode 13. Dirty 13. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
A baker's dozen.
I did not expect that to happen. A full-on trailer. It's pretty intense, I think.
Good day.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
Of an episode we tried doing about AI technology and the reference there to the Age of Ultron, and I didn't understand what y'all were talking about at the time, but now I see that just looks amazing.
Yeah, it's your. I mean, it's not your typical like I guess AI takeover, but it's got your all the right elements about I guess like you I guess the topic last time was becoming self-aware and stuff like that. So Ultron has created and become self-aware of the destructive nature of humans. So obviously he goes on this I guess I don't know rampage of trying to cleanse the Earth to make it a better place. But it's a little different origin story. Ultron was actually created by Hank Pym, which is Ant-Man. But they've yet to introduce Ant-Man to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so the only logical thing to do would be to use the other genius, which is Tony Stark. So he's apparently the father of Ultron, which obviously, didn't go according to plan.
Well, this artificial intelligence must be really advanced because it chose James Spader as its voice.
Yes.
And I totally buy into him as a villain right away. I'm like, Loki who? I mean, Loki was cool and all, but this really got me excited just hearing him. It has a lot of personality. I wasn't sure what to expect with a robot villain, but
yeah, I agree. The voice is like the cherry on top.
Did you guys ever see that episode of The Office where he gets interviewed to be the next office manager?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It basically reminds me of that.
Episode of The Office, probably about 40 times each. No joke. I'm way on round 50 of all seasons. Anyways, which episode are we referencing?
James Spader. I don't know his name in the show.
Something in California? I forget.
Oh, yeah. Robert California.
Yeah.
And he does the interview at the beginning. I know he was on later on, but I never watched any of those. But I did see the interview episodes.
Yeah, those episodes were okay. I mean, once you get past season 4, it's just kind of like meh. 1 through 4, those are the good ones.
Yeah, that's where me and my wife probably stopped. But I guess our OCD made us like finish it, even though we really didn't want to after, after what's his name left. So
season 5 is a good segue. I mean, that's where what's his name? That's where Michael meets Holly. So I mean, that's definitely a good one.
Yeah.
So tell me more about Age of Ultron, because you got me watch. It's like the Terminator versus superheroes.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's not a complicated like plot or storyline. I mean, not that any of the other ones were hard to follow, but I mean, this was just their attempt to just put a lot of action and a lot of, I don't know.
Every time I say Age of Ultron, I'm just gonna play this.
There you go. So in Age of Ultron, the Hulk seems to be losing control. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I don't know if that's. I don't really know where the backstory of that is, but I mean, the fanboys have been looking forward to seeing the Hulkbuster on screen, and we thought we saw it on Iron Man 3, but that was just a very small suit that was referred to as Igor. So seeing the Hulkbuster Iron Man suit looked pretty awesome on film.
Oh yeah, Igor. He's the one that stabilizes the building, right?
Yes, yeah, that was him.
That was dope.
Mm-hmm.
I did like that one.
You think Ultron maybe manipulates Hulk somehow, or?
Wait,
I don't know.
What movie is this? What are we talking about right now?
I think Age of Ultron.
On the trailer, Iron Man and Hulk are fighting, so we're trying to figure out why. I mean, I would assume, the Avengers are a little pissed off at Tony it's his baby pretty much that's out of control. So I don't know. Maybe they're trying to shut it down, and Tony doesn't want to or something.
Yeah, is this
Age of Ultron?
No, but that's a good. Jarvis actually evolves into the new hero, which was not seen on the trailer, called the Vision. So you're going to see him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he's the Vision. Jarvis evolves into the Vision.
Movie.
But we did see the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, which were seen at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy, the twins they were referring to that were in the collector's, I guess, cell or jail or collection.
Yeah.
So did the couple in Godzilla just realize they're brother and sister and then freaked out and got powers?
That was on my mind the entire time I was watching Godzilla.
Yeah.
So yeah, the couple, Aaron Taylor Johnson and Ashley Olsen, I believe, from Godzilla are brother and sister in Age of Ultron.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley and Mary Kate Olsen. Got it.
Yeah. And they're obviously not going to bring in Magneto up, correct?
Yeah, they can't due to copyright because Fox owns the mutant universe, including, which I don't really know the specifics on how they got around this, because you've obviously already seen Quicksilver on Days of Future Past, which just came out last Tuesday, by the way. So that was with the other guy. I think we've talked about this before, but the friend from Kick-Ass, which is Aaron Taylor Johnson, the current Quicksilver in this movie, his other friend in Kick-Ass was actually the star of the other Quicksilver in X-Men Days of Future Past. So you got this little, what do they call that? Like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, where it all ties back to each other.
Yeah.
So there's some other, you see flashes of people that I don't know. One guy, I thought he looked like Andy Serkis, but on the second viewing, he really didn't. Do you know who this actor is? He kind of had a buzz on
a beard
hair. Yeah, he had a beard, I think.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but he's obviously important. They spent a good second or two close up on his face, so I don't know.
Interesting.
And
when's this supposed to come out?
April or May of next year. I think May.
May 1, 2015.
Yeah, May.
I'm excited, guys.
So the vibranium shield, it's broken. How's that possible?
Tell us, Tony.
I don't know.
Probably needs a battery or something.
Ultron is made out of adamantium, which is the metal that is covering Wolverine's bones. That's the metal that was used to cover Wolverine. So Ultron is pretty much made of the strongest metal alloy, which is fictional, obviously, but known to man in the comic book world. So I wouldn't see a problem with breaking Captain's shield.
Okay, so Age of Ultron. What that robot guy? Him against Batman. Who wins there?
I don't know.
Jesse, you got this one?
I'm pretty sure he could come up with a stronger metal.
Who?
For sure, Batman. I'm sure he could concoct something.
And you guys,
I have an army of bat robots.
adamantium, according to Wikipedia, is a fictional metal alloy. It's best known for being bonded to the character Wolverine skeleton. Oh, look, you were right. Although regarded as indestructible, the original comics revealed adamantium was penetrable by bullets made of the same alloy. So I imagine that's how Batman would destroy Ultron. Wait, is his name Ultron, or is the whole thing Age of Ultron? Is it that like his first, middle, and last name kind of thing going on there?
Yeah.
No, he's what Randall said. He's just Ultron, but I guess the period of his rule or overtaking is called the Age of Ultron, which, if it's anything like the recent storyline that Marvel did, Age of Ultron, it was absolutely terrible. So
No, you're picking and choosing which one of those you do and which ones you don't do. I don't like that.
Well, I can't. I got too many things going on right now. I should tweet a picture.
Man. Age of Ultron. How about that?
Hang on.
No. I said Voltron, not Ultron.
I got a fax there, damn it, and
I'm disappointed.
My left arm isn't what it used to be.
Hey, I mentioned Andy Serkis looked like that guy. He is in the IMDb.
Oh, it is him.
Cast and crew, but he,
Doesn't it give his character title or something in IMDb?
Blank. His is
crazy.
blank, and Stan Lee is blank. Everybody else has a role.
That's funny.
Maybe he's Ant-Man.
No, that's Paul. Is it really Paul Rudd? Ant-Man?
No. It's what's his name? Michael Douglas? Or am I wrong? No.
Michael Douglas, really?
What?
No.
Greed is good. I'm Ant-Man.
Yeah, Michael Douglas is Hank Pym in the Ant-Man movie, and takes on the man. Basically, they're introducing Hank Pym or Ant-Man as already in his prime or like retired, and Paul Rudd takes over the cowl and assumes the role of Ant-Man. So yeah, Michael Douglas is the new Ant-Man.
Oh wow.
Michael Douglas or Paul Rudd?
Well, they're both.
So Paul Rudd takes over for.
Exactly. Yeah. So. That's pretty much the storyline. Is Paul Rudd, takes over the role of Ant-Man because he's already retiring when they're introduced.
So the first use of the term adamantium was in 1956 in the film Forbidden Planet. Have y'all watched this movie? I've never seen it. This is the classic MGM science fiction film directed by Fred M. Wilcox. In the film, Dr. Edward Morbius on the planet Altair 4 discovers a highly advanced native species, the Krell, a race that mysteriously died suddenly 200,000 years before, had used adamantium steel in their buildings. In the time, all above ground evidence of the civilization has disappeared. And then it goes into how it's used for Ultron, just like you said.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, most people were upset when they realized, why are they introducing Ultron already? Why are they making the Age of Ultron movie before the Ant-Man movie is scheduled to release? Because Ant-Man's kind of come out like 2 months after Age of Ultron, sometime in July, I think. So, Paul Rudd plays Scott Lang, which is the next, person to take over the role. So, but I think he was referenced in the Captain America movie. A lot of superheroes were referenced in that movie, like Moon Knight, Doctor Strange. I think Ant-Man was referenced in the movie. So there was a lot of Easter eggs in the Winter Soldier movie. But I don't know. I mean, I still think they're kind of taking it in a good direction. Iron Man is like their baby. Iron Man is the one that put like the comic book movies on the map. So, I mean, they're milking him as much as possible. I think he only has like 2 movies left in his contract. So I think they're trying to get as much out of Robert Downey Jr. or the Iron Man before they may have to recast him.
Robert Downey Jr.
That's how Dad did it.
What's that?
It's how Dad did it. It's how America does it. It's worked out pretty well so far.
Word.
Adamantium, pseudo-Latin. Hey, Randall, how do I say this? Neologism? Neologism?
Neologism.
Oh,
Neologism.
Neologism, based on the English noun and adjective adamant, and the Neo-Latin suffix "ium" implying a metal. There you go. Has been used to refer to the property of impregnable. Oh, that's a weird word. Impregnable.
Uh-oh.
Like hardness, or to describe a very firm, resolute position. He adamantly refused to leave. The noun adamant has been long used to designate an impenetrable or unyielding hard substance, and formerly a legendary stone, rock, or mineral of impenetrable hardness and with many other properties, often identified with diamond or stone. So there's also too in the Lord of the Rings, Adventures of Tom Sawyer, Prometheus.
Yeah, Final Fantasy IV.
Wait, what is Prometheus Bound? Is that another movie? Prometheus Bound?
Oh,
no idea.
Is that Prometheus 2 Electric Boogaloo?
I thought it was. Prometheus Bound is an ancient Greek tragedy, so it's actually a story.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
That's cool.
I think that's enough for Age of Ultron.
Quick question. Where are we at on viewers?
We are currently sitting at 0.
Oh.
We did have
Facebook people.
Suhas Savkor at Savkor Speaks on Twitter said, "Empty Rant, hear and follow Heartsick on SoundCloud," and then provided a sample of their music.
Oh gosh, don't bother.
What's the bother? I like this. Oh, wait, this is just a remix of One Republic. I thought this was some nice background music, I guess. I could talk over that.
No, that's good.
Thank you, user. Twitter user.
Like, and on the Age of Ultron. We have, Thank you, Twitter user extraordinaire, but we will be turning that off at the moment.
So, this summer...
Wowza.
So this is going to be the first summer movie then. It's in May, pretty early.
I'm sure that's what they want.
Yeah, true.
Because they're going to be like, okay, we'll put out Age of Ultron first, get everybody pumped up, and then slip in Ant-Man, and everybody will be like, okay, we'll go see it. Age of Ultron was pretty good.
Yeah.
Ant-Man. Ant-Man.
And then, what else is this summer? Shoot.
I don't know. You know, it's not even Christmas yet. Why are we...
Yeah.
It's summer.
Well, they released the trailer, so...
what's happening this summer?
Tony, are you tweeting? I need you on that Twitter.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to get on, and you said you were on it, so...
I mean, I'm on it. We could both tweet, and then by logic, we are doubling our tweets.
Oh. That's possible? How does technology handle such a feat?
It does it by two people simply tweeting at the same time. It's a die tweet.
A flood of twats on Twitter.
Is that what you? Is that what you call a bundle of tweets? A twat.
A twat. Twat away, folks.
So you've got the Fantastic Four reboot comes out between the Avengers and Ant-Man, which nobody.
Right again, because I was disappointed with the first set.
They're gonna do it again.
Yeah, and they're already done filming, and absolutely nobody has seen any footage or even heard about it. So it's almost as if nobody even cares to report it or interview about it. But
Speaking of not caring, what are you talking about? I was busy tweeting.
Oh, about the Fantastic Four reboot.
Oh yes.
So there was news about how pissed off Marvel as a company is that this movie is being made.
Right.
That Marvel's going to the extent of they're gonna drop the title. They're gonna drop the Fantastic Four comic book as a whole to avoid promoting the movie because that's how much they don't want it to be made.
I've heard of this. Are they actually killing off the characters?
I don't know as much as killing off, but I mean, they're not going to have anything to do with it. They don't want to do any merchandise. They don't want any T-shirts with their logo or Marvel on there. They don't want. I mean, they're literally going to stop making Fantastic Four comic books if Fox, doesn't agree to, just scrap the movie, even though it's already done, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, aren't they? I mean, what about like the artists of all those characters and stuff like that? Aren't they going to be disappointed and be like, "Hey, you're killing off the person I started"? No.
It's very rare these days that creators actually have rights to their own characters. So, I mean, a lot of them aren't getting.
You're talking Stan Lee. If you're talking the original creator, you mean the artist?
Yeah, it was.
And he created everything now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He created the Fantastic Four, Stan Lee, and yeah.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
What is the will of Stan Lee?
And he's all for Marvel Studios, So.
Yeah, he's Disney, Marvel Studios, really. I mean, you've never seen him in any X-Men movie because that's owned by Fox. You've never seen him in any. Oh wait, yeah, we've seen him in Spider-Man movies, but that's Sony. And there's talks about Sony giving the rights back to Spider-Man back to Marvel. That way we can see the Avenging Spider-Man.
Wow.
Which would be pretty cool.
Would be.
How do we make this happen? Can we send a letter somewhere? Can I?
A strongly worded letter. Go write one. Hurry.
You cannot watch the next Spider-Man movies. Pretty much, that's what they're basing their pitch to Marvel, because they're not Sony is not happy with Mark Webb's reboots of the past two films. So they're looking for a way to boost their sales. So they're thinking about sharing the character with Disney to incorporate him into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is owned by Disney, and then they can reboot again, pretty much. But they've got these solo films scheduled. There's like a female Spider-Man movie scheduled, a Sinister Six movie scheduled, and like a Venom solo movie scheduled. I personally don't want to watch any of those, so I don't know.
You'd rather it be in the Marvel Studios.
I mean, I think they're doing such a good job with the solo films and the Avengers. I mean, it would be in their best interests, honestly. And I don't know. I think a lot of people like the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I mean, I really think about 75% of the fans that watched that were little girls crying over Gwen Stacy dying. I don't think any of the true fans were like, oh, this is the Spider-Man I wanted to see. So yeah, I mean, it was good, but I mean, no, I wouldn't mind if they just dropped it.
I really like that last one. I didn't watch the first one. I just know him by Andrew Garfield.
I mean, he's a good Spider-Man. I would not mind if Disney and Marvel just reached over and said, hey, come over here, and then just took over. But I don't know. I don't think Sony has a clue what to do with Spider-Man, and he's such an iconic character. I just think they're dropping the ball with him.
Yeah, but how could they turn down? They could keep making shitty movies, but it's just gonna make so much money for them.
Yeah, and it is turning a profit. It's just Sony Corporation is just not happy with the direction Mark Webb is taking Spider-Man.
Because it could be like a phenomenon, it's not quite there. Like it could be the biggest grossing film ever, Spider-Man, but the way they're going, no, it's not going to be that.
No, I don't think so.
Tony, do you have the mumps?
The mums.
Yeah, you sound like you got the mumps. Maybe?
Tony sounds like he has the mumps. The Twitter tweet. What does that mean? The mumps? Is that like a sick? Like I have a cold?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well.
What else?
That's
funny.
hilarious.
Let's get that background music going. That's what I'm talking about, yo. Hey, what else do we have on the... I'm going to hit up Pocket if we're done talking about Age of Ultron.
I thought we were talking about Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. Andrew Garfield.
I still haven't seen those movies.
I like him on Facebook.
In my heart, Tobey Maguire will always be Spider-Man.
Right? Yeah, I'm right there with you, man.
The first two were really good.
Except for Spider-Man 3. That one can go away.
Yeah.
Emo Spider-Man? You didn't like Emo Spider-Man?
You mean emo fat Spider-Man?
Oh, yeah. Definitely fat.
Even emo Spider-Man, I definitely enjoyed them all thoroughly. I thought, I don't know. Number 3 provided some closure for me, like in my personal life. That's all I'm saying.
As in, it was so bad, you're like, I can't watch another one of these, so I'm done with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I went my whole life wanting to be Spider-Man, and then I watched that, and I'm like, I'm fine being Miguel.
Wow. That's a way to look at it.
I'm fine being myself today, and if I'm never Spider-Man, that'll be okay. That'll be okay.
I aim lower.
I would like to see Spider-Man carried over to the Marvel Cinematic Universe before the next Avengers movie, because there was talks about the plot and the synopsis for the next Avengers 3 already, which is based off the, I think it's a 2006 Civil War storyline. If you haven't read that, that's like the big battle, like Avengers versus Avengers movie. So I'm really looking forward to that, if that's in fact what they're going to do with the Avengers 3.
Well, I wonder, because I've read a little bit about that, I wonder how they're going to do it this time around, considering that, like, you know, you got a lot of stuff that builds up to that point, and, you know, how can you justify certain characters acting the way that they act to try to avoid spoilers and all that stuff, you know? And if they're really going to be the same in the movie version as they were in the comics.
Yeah. I think, if anything, the Captain America Winter Soldier planted the seed for the Civil War movie, because the Civil War storyline is about the government trying to register the superheroes. Not necessarily to, immobilize them, but to register them just to make sure that they're operating within their terms and legally, etc. And Tony Stark is all up for it, and Captain America is obviously not, which you saw bits and pieces of his agenda and his thoughts on how the government is involved and day-to-day stuff in the Winter Soldier movie. So that basically that puts a line down the middle of the Avengers, and half of them want to register and half of them don't. They end up fighting pretty much. So,
but that's what's kind of funny about it, because like Tony Stark in the movies is certainly not pro big government.
Yeah.
How are they going to just suddenly say, "Oh, nope, he suddenly is"?
Yeah.
That's true. Definitely not the same one in the comics.
Although I will do some predicting, and I will say that unless because of what happens in Age of Ultron, he suddenly has a shift, because I guess he realizes, I can't do this myself. So.
Damn, Tony, you just blew my mind.
Oh, that was Randall.
Randall.
Don't give Mr. Mumps credit. That's
no, yeah, you're right. I mean, in that little trailer clip, he seems to be, regretting something. What does he say? That everything he started.
Remorseful for releasing Ultron or whatever. I guess, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say Age of beforehand, so you can't do that.
Sorry, man.
Where does this rumor of the Civil War movie come from? Like, is it?
It's about 2 weeks old, so I mean, I read a lot of comic book blogs, so that's where I found it.
No, like, is it a leaked script or just?
No, it's just rumor right now.
Just rumor. All right.
Yeah.
You gotta play the rumor song.
There you go.
We have one?
I don't have a rumor song lined up. What are we talking about?
You zoned out or what?
No, I never had a rumor song lined up. I got this.
He just plays the noise every time he just hears Ultron.
Yeah, I mean, I got these.
Speaking of Ultron, he had like eyebrows, like he had emotions. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like the thing from District 13.
I mean, District 9?
District 9.
District 9.
No,
We're episode 13, so.
Everything numeric is 13 today.
13, 13, 13, 13. Hashtag 13.
Hashtag.
Today's the 22nd, guys. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. If we were talking about the day, we would say hashtag October 22nd.
Hashtag District 13. District 9. District 9. Hey, so what else is this? Escape from Tomorrow made a crazy gorilla movie in Disney. What is this?
You all haven't seen that?
No, I didn't know what it was.
It's on Netflix, so I'd give it a try. I watched it before I went to Disney World, which is why I wasn't on the show last week, obviously. But so yeah, it's pretty trippy. I mean, I would suggest it. I suggested it to a lot of people, and I asked for their reviews or comments afterwards, and I got a lot of, it was weird, it was unsettling, it made me feel uncomfortable. So if you like that kind of shit, then yeah, I'd watch it.
I barfed.
Right.
From Tomorrow. Let's see. After the dark comedy horror became one of the most talked about films this year's Sundance Film Festival. Then, speaking of Sundance, I watched In a World. It's on Netflix, and I enjoyed that movie a lot as well.
What's that
the
about?
one? Oh, go ahead.
What?
No, I was going to say the one you're referring to, Jesse, that's the one where the guy used a Canon 5D Mark II to film the entire thing in Disney World or whatever?
Yeah, it's just all handheld, digital. It's like the article says, guerrilla style. Like, he did not have permission from Disney to be filming it, but he shot a whole movie, in secret over a period of time at Disney World with the whole crew and like lookouts and everything. At some points they were getting chased and hassled, but he did it, which is crazy. I think he's dealing with some lawsuits obviously right now, but I mean, he did it.
He did it.
Yeah, the article's really lengthy, but you pretty much just have a family. It's all shot in black and white, by the way. A family at Disney World, staying in a resort. Last day of the resort or the stay, the dad finds out he's been fired from his job, and without taking acid, he goes on like this trip. Basically, I don't know. It's trippy with his family, all these hallucinations, crazy shit going on rides, and he has this weird obsession with these young little like French girls, and then this old lady. I don't know. It's really trippy. The ending is cool. I mean, I would watch it. But yeah, that's what I said. That was my prep for Disney World.
Nice.
All right, Miguel. Now tell me about In a World.
Wait, but Jesse, did you find yourself looking for different scenes from the movie there at Disney World?
I did. I definitely did. And then I had played this old Disney game on my Xbox Connect when I had one, which was like an interactive Disney World game. So, yeah, I was like, oh, I've been here, I've been there, I've seen this. So, yeah, it was pretty funny.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, Randall, In a World, it's on Netflix, like I said. Blah, blah. And, you know what? It'd be better if I pull up this trailer. Basically, the guy, Fontaine, the guy that with the deep voice that does, okay, here we go. I'm not going to listen to that. The guy that does In a World on all the trailers. What's his name? Fontaine, something like that. y'all remember his name? Nobody knows his name.
Is it Frank Fontaine?
I don't know his name.
The guy that does all of those.
Ricardo Montalban?
Hang on. Basically, it's his. He has a competition. So in a world, I'm just gonna read it off of this 2013 American comedy. Well, written. The film stars Belle as Carol Solomon, who's a vocal coach, and then she's the son of Sam Soto, who's another guy just like the guy that made it famous, you know, with the deep voice for all the trailers. So there's 3 alpha males that basically do all the trailers, and the movie follows this girl that's trying to break into the industry, and it's a little more difficult for her because it's kind of a boys' club, and she's trying to make her voice basically recognized like that. So she ends up winning. It's all about they all try out for the same trailer, and they choose the girl because the movie is more about feministic, feminine rights kind of thing. So they decided to go with her voice. It was pretty funny. I enjoyed it. And I didn't expect it to be that funny.
So it's a comedy?
Yeah, it's a comedy, and there's a lot of comedians in there as well. Dimitri Martin, do y'all know Dimitri Martin? He's pretty funny. He does a lot of stuff like props as well. I saw him in there. This girl, though, I've seen her in other movies, though. I don't know her name. I'll find it on here, though.
How many Miggles would you give it?
Maybe 2.25.
Yeah. Oh, Ron Swanson's in it.
Yeah. He's but he plays like this the guy that records and stuff like that. Don LaFontaine. There we go, Don LaFontaine.
At it. Why you doubt yourself? LaFontaine.
LaFontaine. Yeah, he did the Geico commercials. Y'all probably heard him a few times.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Paula Salem is a real Geico customer, not an actor. So to help tell her story, we hired that announcer guy from the movies.
When the storm hit, both our cars were totally underwater.
In a world where both of our cars were totally underwater.
We thought it would take forever to get some help.
But a new wind was about to blow.
With Geico, we had our check in 2 days.
Payback. This time, it's for real.
Geico.
Yeah, so he's that guy. And after he dies, he's the one that coined the term "in a world." In a world.
In a world.
I want to try and do this in a world. I can't do it. My voice doesn't get deep enough.
In a world. No.
In a world. Vaporizer.
It's called puberty, Miguel.
In a world.
In a world.
In a world.
In a world where one man.
In a world.
You seen that Pablo Francisco? Little tortilla.
What am I doing?
Down. That's pretty good.
But yeah, it's a pretty good movie. Me and my wife and I enjoyed it, and yeah, you should definitely do that. Check it out.
Are we cutting into her American Horror Story time?
Oh, we always are. And
it was couples therapy earlier, based on what I read on Facebook. It's pretty serious. I heard there's some serious issues going on over there at that household. I am very worried.
Yeah, she's sitting here looking at me. Hey, what's up?
Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. In a world.
In a world. Does not watch American Horror Story.
On.
I can't do this.
All he watches on mute.
I'm gonna play this trailer. See if I can.
In a world.
In a world.
World.
In a world.
Hey, make sure your phone's turned off. I think we're getting some feedback out here.
Oh. Sorry. Ready.
This Wednesday, one woman will teach another woman.
Yeah, so that's the girl that's actually trying to establish herself as just someone serious in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. It's a good movie. I like this other guy, Sam Soto.
That Russian Star Wars thing you used to do as a kid.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Please, let me hear it.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
This is pretty good stuff. Check it out. Good storyline too, and there's a side storyline. You got people like Eva Longoria, and like I said, Dimitri Martin's in there. Pretty good.
Cool.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it is.
You reminded me of feminine rights, talking about women trying to get in that business. There's this video I think y'all should see. I put it on the chat. It's little girls cursing. Miguel, I think I told you about this. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty powerful message. And a way to.
A message about what?
Well, it's a way to go viral. Is simply making little girls curse. You know, it's kind of questionable. But
why don't you just tweet it?
Wait, but if you got enough of a kind of a gimmick, then anything will go viral. I mean, I put up a link to a friend of mine about the menswear dog and how the people who own the menswear dog are making like $15,000 a month just by putting clothes on their dog. So.
Clothes on a dog, am I right?
Madness.
Yeah.
You putting this link up? Oh, here we go. Okay.
Well, what did you think about it? Yeah, I mean.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay.
Can I play it right now? Is it pretty funny?
Yeah.
Yeah? Let's see here.
Play and screen share.
Pretty. What the fuck? I'm not some pretty fucking helpless princess in distress. I'm pretty fucking powerful and ready for success. So what is more offensive? A little girl saying fuck or the fucking unequal and sexist way society treats girls and women? It's our future. So listen up, grown-ups. Here's some words more fucked up than the word fuck. Hey, inequality. Women are...
Okay, that's enough. Jesse, you have a little girl. Would you let her watch this?
No.
No.
Would you let her say that?
No.
You want to teach her?
I don't really cuss around her.
No?
I don't do the whole. Oh, that's for grown-ups, or that's my parenting skills. I think are pretty simple. I'm not gonna expose her or do something that I don't want her to do. So I don't drink in front of her, or I won't cuss in front of her, or do anything I think is inappropriate. I'm not going to do something and say, don't do what I'm doing. I don't ever want to have to deal with a scenario like that. So I just don't do anything that I wouldn't want them to do, or at least in front of them. So yeah, I don't cuss or anything at home.
So when you bring home a bigger paycheck than your wife does, is that condoned?
My wife actually makes more than me, so.
Oh, well then. Hey, inequality.
Yep.
Bugger. Yeah. So who's the target audience for this? Just
you. It worked.
Like men who never really think about.
I could see you being a target audience for it, Tony. I mean, you're kind of right.
I'm pretty sexist. Is that what you're telling me?
You got like this mum's quality about you.
What does that mean? I deleted the tweet, by the way, so I don't know what y'all are talking about.
No, I mean, you sound great.
Oh, okay. We did a sound check. Am I right?
Oh yeah, you do sound good. I mean, it's not the clarity of your voice or anything else. I mean, it's just you sound like that. Like period. I mean, that's just you.
We didn't check for mumps when we did the sound check.
I don't even know what that is. All right, I'm gonna Google.
I'm gonna run a mumps filter on this thing next time. Let me look.
Contagious disease that leads to painful swelling of the salivary glands. Come on.
He's all reading it.
So.
Are you WebMDing yourself?
Yeah, I mean, apparently I have the mumps. I don't know what that sounds like. Y'all, I don't know.
Okay. Well, I need to take a little bathroom break.
Oh.
So,
I know I have issue enunciating, and maybe that's why I'm doing this podcast too.
Does anybody else need to take a bathroom break? No?
No, go. Get out of here.
I was gonna do a bathroom break intermission with some Mortal Kombat. but y'all don't want that. I'll be right back.
How do you test your might? Is like the longest pee, the biggest poop?
I guess. What were we talking about? Oh, so this feminist video. You think it's warranted? It's needed?
No, I think
it's funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
But I mean, really, you know, either you care about it or you don't, frankly. And little girls dropping F-bombs all over the place isn't the exact kind of powerful ethical argument that you need to say, oh, wow, pay inequality really is a bad thing. And if it is, then I worry about your brain.
To me, it falls along the, you know, like, I don't know, your method, I guess. You're not going to get an overweight person to lose weight by calling them fat. So I don't really think, you know, pouring salt on the wound or you know, overemphasizing something like that is bringing the right attention to a topic that, you know, is pretty serious. I don't know. It just seems like the wrong way to go about things.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to think about it. I laughed. That was good. I agreed with a lot of the things said, but I guess you have a point with, you know, the theme and the message when it's a serious topic. Yeah.
And then you went back to WoW?
Yeah. So then I just
Man, that's just good music. I don't care who you are.
Hell yeah.
Dave?
I mean, I'm all about women's rights. I don't really see the need to. I don't know. Something about kids cussing is unsettling. Female, male, whatever. I mean, boy, girl. Just the kids saying the F-bomb. I don't know. It definitely gets your attention, but I'm just like, you guys look like idiots. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I have nothing against women's rights. I'm all about that. Just.
Are you?
Yeah. The website's called Fuck Hate, so it's kind of like you have the whole spectrum of.
I thought the website was Fuck H8.
Yeah, Fuck Hate, right?
Fuck 8.
No, it's hate.
H8 equals hate.
Yeah.
That just makes him sound stupid.
And you blew his mind.
So you have the whole spectrum of people.
We're all for women's rights, but we can't spell hate.
Yeah.
That domain was already taken.
And this is why the video appeals to you, because of that.
No.
So you have the whole spectrum of people protesting for equal rights, and so over here you have the fuck hate cursing kids, and then on the other side people that don't give a fuck, you know. So you gotta have those extremes, and then to make change, I think. So maybe that's kind of the idea of going so fucking crazy that, you know, the moderate people can see the effects of these little kids cursing, and you know, we're talking about it. That's good, and that's what their goal was. So.
Yeah, I guess that's their point.
And then you go back to WoW.
Okay, and I just play World of Warcraft.
But I mean,
and I'll play female characters, because fuck that.
How progressive.
They can't swing an axe.
Okay. Are you actually a member of Gamergate?
I can see that. Yeah.
What is that?
Tony, that was the link I sent you about Gamergate, about they were like killing all those women.
What is that?
What? What are you talking about?
Wait, what? That's not what Gamergate is.
They murdered all those women.
What are you talking? Who's murdering women? Why is that called Gamergate?
I don't know, because something about Watergate, it's Gamergate. I don't know. We had this discussion, remember?
Do you not understand the term gate? That term when you put gate after something?
Maybe. I mean, is it just a play on Watergate? Is that the idea there?
Yes, I think we talked about this. Yes.
I don't understand that though.
Why? Why is it so hard to understand?
This is coming from the conspiracy theorists here, so. Oh.
I mean, Miguel Gate. Now what? Huh?
Well, what did you do?
Yeah, what did you do?
I talked about how the name Gamergate is.
Oh, so all these women died. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Let Randall explain it. Obviously.
Randall didn't know what you were talking about.
Gated up.
Oh, I know what he's talking. I think he's just talking out of his ass. Okay. That's what he's talking about. That's what that is. Thank you. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you. That's my turn now. Gamergate is basically, and I'm sure I'm going to be butchering it, but I'm trying to keep it short.
Yeah.
It's about it's a response to both. I don't know if you guys have heard of a lady named Anita Sarkeesian, who puts out videos critiquing video games for being. I don't know if I want to go as far as saying misogynistic, but certainly not promoting feminist values in games. Tied in with a pretty brutal attack on this female game developer named Zoe Quinn, who made a game called Depression Quest. And there was, well, according to Gamergate, there was a serious disconnect between gamers who played the game, I guess, and the gaming media who praised the game as being a fairly out-of-the-box, innovative thing. And Zoe's former boyfriend went on this little, like, screed on Tumblr complaining about her and how awful she is and how she slept with all these guys and shit. And that kind of blew up because then this whole idea of a conspiracy theory came out that, female developers are screwing their way into the good graces of the gaming press and the gaming media. And that's kind of like not the case, but now this thing has kind of become the Hydra that's out of control because you have a lot of different people with very divergent beliefs all saying that, oh no, I'm a member of, or I believe in Gamergate, but then they're like, oh, but I'm feminist, or I don't like how they're attacking these people or whatever. But at heart, or at least this is what I've read, I'm sure somebody on 8chan or whatever would disagree. It seems to be an attack on, or more like a, what's the term I want to use? A reprisal for what's, I guess, a surge of feminist critiques and feminist participation in gaming and game development and stuff like that. It's a pretty big thing.
Yeah, so Leroy was the start of Gamergate.
She slept with Leroy, and that's
and there you go. That's what happens.
Yeah, so she became subject of terrorist threats.
And eventually murdered.
I remember seeing that. Oh, is she alive? Is she okay?
No, yeah, she had to flee her house, if I remember right. Both Zoe Quinn and Anita Sarkeesian had to flee their houses and change their phone numbers and all that stuff. Although I'm sure I'm downplaying it, which I shouldn't do. But I mean, they basically had to go through a what's the thing called? Protected witness style. Witness protection style change just to avoid all of this. These threats over the phone and people sending hate mail, both through the internet and physical, and so, like, anything worse.
Like each side's supporters were like attacking the other young lady, I guess.
I don't want to follow all this stuff because I'm sure I'm going to get even more muddled the more I read about it. But from what I've read,
confused. Who's against this? I don't know, feminist.
That's kind of the problem, is that the people who claim they're against it, they're really all over the place, because you have some that claim they're against it because they're like, oh, there's no integrity in gaming journalism, and this is why I'm a member of Gamergate, but I don't condone all these attacks against women, I don't condone all this misogyny. And you have others that are like, no, I want my games to be my games. You can't go ruining my games with your god-awful social and political critiques and stuff, and they keep blaming that there are these things called social justice warriors, of which, I've heard of that as a thing before Gamergate happened, but they claim that these SJWs, as they call them, are now on the attack and, like, trying to destroy everything that they touch, and then, of course, vice versa from people who are supporting folks like Zoe Quinn and Anita Sarkeesian, who are like, we have certain individuals that get to stay anonymous because of the internet going around and basically shitting all over anything, for lack of a better term, and causing all sorts of trouble, both through direct actions and through, say, the actions of bots and stuff like that. And they're making things even worse, even though other people who claim they're part of that same movement are saying, no, we don't condone that. So that's why it's kind of like this Hydra situation, although I don't want to say Marvel Hydra, like the ancient beast Hydra. Hail Hydra, where they're cutting off heads and they're trying to get all this stuff clarified. And you'll see the gaming press has been writing a whole bunch of stuff about this, just trying to understand everything going on and get clarification as to why they're being attacked. And it's just like, you're getting 1,000 different responses from 1,000 different people.
Do you have an example of like one of the games that was questioned? Or
the Depression Quest one was an example that the Gamergate side was saying that was basically a blatant favoritism, because they claimed that the developer, who was Zoe Quinn, went and slept with one of the writers at Kotaku. I don't know if you read that.
So it's not that the games themselves aren't feministic enough. It's that the way they were created, or the creators or developers.
The way they're being promoted was the issue. So it's being Gamergate, or people who side with Gamergate believe that there's no journalistic integrity, and they're attacking these kinds of positions, or not positions, these kinds of details that come out about how, like, oh, well, Zoe Quinn slept with Nathan Grayson at Kotaku, and he went and promoted her game. And they have all this up. You can go do a search for it.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing he said about the game was like, it's a game. The end.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of thing they're saying, where you're kind of like, and I mean, it's very muddled. But in the end, I fell on the what's the term they're using now on Twitter, like Stop Gamergate 2014 or something like that, on the anti side.
Yeah. Here's
this is fairly new.
Gamergate in 60 seconds.
Oh, nice.
Gamergate is a consumer boycott and a call for ethics reform in game industry media. Evidence comes up that a writer at Kotaku gave a game favorable coverage because of a relationship he had. Kotaku says that this isn't true. More evidence comes up proving otherwise, and people demand he gets fired. Adam Baldwin shows support by creating the Twitter hashtag Gamergate. In response, Kotaku and many other sites published 14 different articles, all saying the same thing: gamers are dead, all in the same day. Readers declare a boycott on these sites and begin contacting their advertisers. To fight the stereotype, the hashtag #NotYourShield is made, because minorities like myself hate having game journalists pretend to speak for us, especially since some of them are racist. Reddit's r/Gaming starts censoring all forms of Gamergate discussion. Even 4chan censors Gamergate. This leads to a mass migration to a much better website. Feminist scholar Christina Summers releases a video debunking the idea that video games make people sexist. Game sites call her a conservative. She's a Democrat. Milo Yiannopoulos leaks emails from a private Google group called Game Journals Pro, proving that game journalists collude to shape narratives. Corruption is also exposed in award shows like IGF. Not wanting to associate with such hacks, one by one advertisers start to pull out, with the latest one being
I'm a loving the old lion, a winner without fail. I'm a loving the old lion, from my mane down to my tail.
Oh, and one last thing. If you hear anyone say Gamergate is about harassment or misogyny, laugh in their stupid face and remind them that we donated more than $70,000 to help women make video games, and no game site would talk about it.
Oh, there you go.
Huh.
So did I hear that right? There's people dead because of this, or?
No. Well, wait, who's dead? Define dead.
No, nobody died.
The concept, basically what happened was that when all this crap started, there were a lot of articles saying that, oh, gamers are dead, but they're saying gamers as a class, as a subculture.
Okay. Gamers themselves.
Yeah, the stereotype of the pasty white nerd sitting in a dark room playing games all day on a computer or on a PS4 or whatever, that's dead. But then, I guess the people who self-identify as that decided to retaliate and say, no, we're not dead. And, war began.
That shit's cray. It's cray.
Radioactive Nobody just favorited your tweet, Tony.
Oh, snap.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I got somebody who says that they don't like what they're seeing in the Avengers Age of Ultron trailer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'll get him on here in a bit if you want him on. Hold on a second, I gotta take a phone call.
The 3 Ezekiel on Twitter says, "Empty rant: a consumer revolt against game journos being painted as misogynist by opponents due to a few irresponsible trolls." Thank you, Crochet Gamer, Crochet Gamer,
Crochet Gamer.
Crotchety.
Oh, you had it right the first time.
Yeah. So this is the plot to Age of Ultron? Is this right? It's where it starts?
Yeah, the gamers rise up and they create Ultron.
Wait, someone else on Twitter. What is it? It says Tassie is. What's GRFO? Oh.
I think I mean get the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
GFO.
Gamergate. If you can't ask nicely, someone respond to her. You want me to I'll respond.
I will. I'll just
respond.
Okay, I'll respond.
You Tassie 16V. That's no one likes you.
What does that mean? GRFO?
Oh, yeah, I think she might get the fuck out. But now we have Goldbat over here. Well, also because the media isn't going to let us steamroll them that easily. Okay. There's someone. We got to send them. I'm gonna post them these links, and maybe they can join the show here. Is Han Solo here?
That'd be Dr. Jones.
It's Adrian. There he is.
Hey, I got to keep those hashtags for Crystal Skull going.
Whoa, whoa.
Adrian, fill us in on Gamergate.
Gamergate, from what I understand, it's supposed to be controversy between a female developer of a psychologically based game and a male reviewer. And supposedly they had a relationship, and the review of this game was positive, but a lot of gamers felt that the game itself wasn't all that great. And so it's sort of this whole feminist kind of argument as to whether or not female gamers and female developers really get the respect they deserve in video games. At least that's my understanding of it.
How many people have died?
Excuse me?
How many people have died?
None, as far as I know of.
Not yet.
Oh, dang. Whew. Jesse.
Tessie's on my hit list.
Yeah, this is interesting. So it's definitely a hot topic. I barely mentioned it on Twitter, and people are rabidly willing to talk about it.
Yeah, but she's only got 6 followers, so we can just disregard her.
Oh, wow, that was nice. I just said, where I'm just trying to get the convo going.
What? Why are you nice? Damn it, Tony. That's why you don't respond.
You put him in charge of the Twitter, Miguel, so don't complain.
I know. I'm about to deal with this shit right now.
I wasn't. Oh, whatever. Look what I put.
It was, yeah, Tony's response is fairly nice. Too nice.
Well, maybe DRFO means something nice. I don't know.
Because girls can't spell, and we're,
Right?
Isn't this what Gamergate about?
Fuck H8, right?
Yep. Fuck H8, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Fuck H8. We really hate you, H8. Hey, what happened to Randall, or Rantle? Can we just make that a thing now? Rantle?
Oh, he's muted. Well, we got his replacement, Adrian.
He was taking a phone call.
Have Adrian and Randall been in the same room at the same time? Do we know this?
Are you on the phone with Randall right now, Adrian, and we don't know about it?
No, I'm in no way, in shape, or form communicating with Randall.
Are they the same person?
Oh, it's a possibility.
And then we find out that we're all dead, and Adrian's the only one alive.
All Sixth Sense style.
It's just been, I don't know, messing with our heads. Hey, we got a viewer.
All right, what did I miss?
I don't know who's viewing us, but definitely like their Q&A on here. Oh, we got some Q&As here.
Hello.
What's going on over there? Is there a storm in Hawaii right now, or what?
Might be.
Oh, wow. Are y'all hearing that, or is that just on my end?
Looks like it's coming from Adrian.
We got like a feedback here.
No, it's like static.
Okay, let me see if I can do something about that.
So
right.
did we talk about Age of Ultron again yet? Okay, now you can play the sound.
No, I just tweeted about Gamergate, and I invited people to come view the show, and we have 2 viewers currently on here. We wanted to continue on with the discussion about Gamergate. Also, I've opened up the Q&A, so if we have some other people that would like to discuss it. But seems to me it's just a lot of shit just getting mixed up, and people misinformed, and people just making a lot of assumptions about things that, you know, just don't make sense.
Tassie was listening to us, if she isn't already.
Yeah.
She said we sound like a waterfall of diarrhea.
Oh.
Well, one of us does have the mumps, so that
Thank
is
you.
true.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, it's like listening to a waterfall of dark. Oh, fuck you.
Hey, that's our first review, guys. Welcome to the internet, everybody. We made
All right.
There's nowhere to go but up.
Well, speaking of
Cassio, we would like for you to ask us a question, or what is going on with you? Why are you so mean? Let's start there.
There you go.
Do
Gate.
you feel like we're targeting you with this subject of Gamergate? I mean, none of us here. I mean, we did clown on the little girl's cussing about fuck H8, and you know.
No, and I do want to say, like, if I'm misrepresenting something regarding that, then, like, you know, my apologies. I don't really follow that stuff beyond what little bit I see, so I'm sure I got some details screwed up. I forgot about that Gamers is Dead article thing. So.
And you can tell by my first Twitter comment is, what the fuck is this? That's all we're doing, is trying to figure out what's going on.
It seems to have evolved. I mean, it all started because of the review scandal, but it has evolved into this threat going on with, I can't remember, it's a feminist commentator, and essentially her life was threatened when she was going to give a speech at, I think, Utah State University. So, I mean, it's kind of evolved, and like with all things that evolve, misinformation occurs, and so I think that's what's going on.
Yeah.
And then you have idiots like Tassie supporting the cause, so that doesn't help.
Is that what's
What cause is she supporting, though? I mean, I think that's the real question. I mean, we're just trying to become more informed about it, you know? It's just like...
Why don't you bring her in here, and then we'll just expand it?
We invited her, but she doesn't want to be covered in diarrhea, apparently.
Oh, well, you know what? Why don't you start a hashtag, Tassiegate, or whatever her name is. 2014.
Ooh, hashtag Tassiegate. That's going to become a thing after this.
Yeah.
If the 16 in her handle is any you know, hint at her age, then we can just disregard her again.
Yeah, where are we going? Anyway, so
Well, there you go.
On Gamergate.
So I'm worried. Like, the internet is also obviously can be an awful place, but the fact that this is becoming like actually physically violent in the real world, not just threats on a message board, I think that is worrisome, and it's definitely something we don't want to promote at all. And I don't like. That's something I don't support. There should be no threatening things. Like, I mean, that should be the real issue. Threatening a woman for.
I mean, we can get down to the basis of it. Maybe, I mean, there's just. I think you're pulling in these ties of maybe there are actual like sexist individuals out there, and they're using this Gamergate to kind of not only cause confusion but also push their own like I guess motives or whatever their own agenda onto other people. So I don't know.
I think we opened up the floodgates of shit.
I know, it seems like it.
Well, that's what happens with diarrhea. You know, the old sphincter just kind of loosens up, and one thing leads to another.
I don't know. My love for Gamergate is like diarrhea. I just can't hold it in. Boom. Hey, so we're up to 4 viewers here. That's kind of interesting. You know, we are at Empty Rant. If you guys wish to follow us on Twitter, also on SoundCloud, Empty Rant. What else do we have pulled up here, guys? Because I think we've milked all we can about Gamergate. Obviously, it's just misinformation to a bunch of idiots, and then Cassiegate over here just clowning on us with their diarrhea. Which pulls me into our next subject I would like to talk about is the fact that they're going to be filming season 6 of Breaking Bad.
Oh my god!
I mean, how many of y'all watched? Did y'all watch it?
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I know you and Tony are big fans, but I've only seen a few episodes.
Yeah, basically the producers and the director wanted to extend the storyline of Walt because they felt like the story finished off too quickly, and the viewers deserved more to know about it. So, you know, there's another spinoff coming off with the lawyer, which is Better Call Saul. That's kind of cool too. I don't know.
Walt is dead though, so is this like a prequel or?
I'm not really sure of the approach they're taking here. According to this in the Los Angeles, sorry, not Los Angeles. I read wrong thing. EmpireNews.net. Let's see, the director was, I was contacted by executives from AMC for the network, which had been 5 great seasons. They told me that in no few words, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's just going to be a continuation. Everyone will be in for a real treat in season 6. I can promise that. I haven't seen the final ending script, so maybe season 6 won't even be the last. Who knows? So that's kind of where it's going. Breaking Bad has won 10 Emmy Awards. That's kind of cool, and I can't believe you didn't get into it, Jesse.
I mean, I did when I watched it, but the episodes I watched were much later in the seasons. I don't know. I just feel like, if I got into it now, I don't know. I just feel like I'm way behind.
And the ending is phenomenal. So yeah.
That's what I'm worried about. I'm pretty sure he's gonna somehow survive, but the ending was so perfect for me personally. Like, I just saw it and saw, oh, this is the perfect show, and it's over. And I kind of got everything I wanted from season 5, and now they're gonna continue, and it's kind of like, well, I'm all for more good shows, but the fact that he survives kind of takes away from season 5, I think.
So he dies from whatever illness he had. Is that correct?
It's called cancer.
Okay. Sure it wasn't, gonorrhea or anything? Diarrhea? Explosive diarrhea? Is that how he died?
Yeah, at the end,
damn it,
coming in, there's just shit everywhere.
Yeah, we're gonna keep talking about diarrhea, Tassie. So keep listening.
Yeah, just diarrhea.
Cha cha cha.
Diarrhea.
But the fact, if he survives this and somehow gets away, then he's like Batman level of just godliness. The fact that he could survive.
Wait. Okay, so Batman versus Walter White. Who wins?
See, if Walter White somehow gets out of this, then Walter White might have a chance.
I got a better hypothetical. Jesse Pinkman or Robin.
Oh yeah. Which Robin?
Pretty good.
Let's go with Tim Drake.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Tim Drake.
Tim Drake? Huh?
It's fucking Red Hood right there.
Yeah.
I don't know who would win. So how about that? Season 6.
Diarrhea wins everything.
Actually, now that I think about it, I remember in the article I read, they wanted to get into the trial and how that would happen. Like he actually survived, but then there's a trial.
Kind of like a what if.
See, I feel like that would make sense because, I mean, it appeared that he was dying in the last scene, but, I mean, they did leave it loose. I mean, it was definitely open. No indication that he was dead. I mean, the cops are there. He's still technically breathing, and I don't see any reason why they wouldn't be able to at least keep him on some type of, like, life support or something while they undergoes the trial, and then maybe he dies officially. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm just saying.
There's a chicken.
That's a goose.
Oh, damn it.
That's an owl. Anyways, so yeah, looking forward to that. How long have we been on, guys?
I don't know.
A good while.
Do we have anything else in the pocket?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few other things, but I think I'll save some of that stuff for next time.
Okay.
So I think right now, I would like to play this little show I call Is It Bad Acting or Porno? So I only got one clip for you today. I'm basically going to play this clip for you, and you got to tell me if you think it's porn or bad acting. Y'all ready for this?
Let's do it.
Are y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Do it.
Porn all day.
Okay, so here's your clip right here.
I bet she's the nicest, gentlest, warmest person ever. Oh, look at that. I've been impaled.
There you go.
Not a lot to choose from here.
I'm gonna be the only one that knows this movie.
Oh yeah, you would, because
Yeah.
you watch a lot of gay porn. I forget about this.
Oh,
Exactly.
God.
Impaled. So impaled, obviously, with a penis. All right.
Yes.
I mean, obviously, what else would it be? Here, you want it again? I'll give it to you one more time here. Oh my God! Oh, wrong one. Here we go.
She's the nicest, gentlest, warmest person ever. Oh, look at that. I've been impaled.
Voice sounds familiar.
Tony, any thoughts? Tony?
Voice sounds familiar.
Does it? What kind of porn are you into these days?
Yeah.
Anal
Whatever
with
that's
diarrhea everywhere.
Diarrhea.
And we've officially gone to 0 viewers. Congratulations.
Woo!
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, but we're not talking about stupid shit anymore.
Important.
I guess. Whatever. So, okay. Well, I mean, Tony, I need some thoughts here. And what do you got for me, man?
I'm thinking a movie, man. I'm thinking bad acting.
Yeah? Okay. Why do you think it's bad acting?
Because that actor seems to be trying to.
I bet she's the nicest, gentlest.
What do you think, Randall? Any
I
thoughts?
want to go with bad acting.
Yeah. What do you consider bad acting, though?
I don't know if we can really consider this bad acting, but I kind of.
You only gave us 2 options.
Yeah.
I bet she's the nicest.
Wait, so do you think this is? How about this? Good acting, bad acting, or porno?
Oh, I can throw in a 4th category, but that's just going to completely spoil the entire thing for you.
What is
do
it?
you want me to do that?
You guys obviously know what this is. Am I right?
Wait, how do you know what it is, Randall?
Because I looked it up, dude.
Huh?
With a line that iconic of "Oh look, I've been impaled," I'm thinking, wow, that must be from something.
Why would you look at?
Oh, let's look to the judges. Is that allowed? Judges?
Why are you cheating, Randall?
No.
Well, it didn't help too when you said that Jesse would know what it was, and then he said, "Oh, it's a movie," and I'm like, I wonder what it is then.
Yeah.
I hate you so much.
Pornos are movies, Randall. Don't jump to conclusion.
Would you let your daughter watch that?
That's a funny question.
I bet you're the nicest, gentlest, warmest person ever. Oh, look at that. I've been impaled.
All right. Jesse, do you want to tell Tony where this is from?
Wait. Adrian.
Tony, you want to guess where it's from, Tony?
Backdoors last night.
Oh, got it. I don't know. Jesse, hit me.
You can't Google fast enough or what?
I'm not gonna spoil it and I'll let y'all. It's cheating. I think
It's Olaf the snowman from Frozen.
Wow, that is quality Disney production there.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I remember. I've seen parts of that. Yeah.
You've seen this movie too?
Yeah.
Sorry I'm late, but trick or treat. Trick.
There you go.
That was the one from last week, right?
Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah, that was good.
That concludes bad acting, good acting, or just a porno.
Well, to be fair, that's just bad voice acting.
Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, Adrian, for the input. Appreciate it, man.
Speaking of Frozen, I had the pleasure of meeting the stars of Frozen at Disney World.
Really?
That was a good 3-hour wait, so that kind of sucked.
3 hours?
So there's this hall called the Princess Hall or something to that effect, where they do their princess meet and greets. So I have a 5-year-old daughter that's obsessed with Frozen. And there's 2 lines. There's one line to the right for Anna and Elsa, which are the stars of Frozen, and then there's a line to the left to meet Cinderella and Rapunzel. There's absolutely no one in line for Cinderella and Rapunzel. The line for Frozen, Anna and Elsa, is 4 to 5 hours long. So
wow.
We stayed at the Disney Resort, so I get what they call magical hours. So I get to go into the park early. So I went in 30 minutes early, and the line was already 2.5 hours long. So it's like everybody that stood at the gate went straight there.
Dude, it's not really magical hours if everybody's going in line.
Yeah, I know. So, I mean, you live and learn. Next time when we go, because we can select fast passes to jump to the front of lines. I did not select any fast passes for meet and greets because I was like, these people are just all over the park. There's no need. I made all my fast pass arrangements for shows and for rides.
Yeah.
But yeah, next time we go, if we decide to do that again, I'm definitely. I didn't like standing in line for 3.5 hours. But people were in line with their families, and then mom or dad would keep their place, and they would get out of line. They would go to the park for 3 hours and come back, and then be at the front of the line to meet, these characters. So I was
backsies.
So I was that guy. I was that dad that stood there for 3 hours and let my kids run around.
Wow.
Oh, that's not nice. He did that for his daughter. That's a nice thing to do.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Did you happen to see any of those Manhattan? I think they're called like Tiger Moms.
I don't. What would I have been looking for?
Basically, from what I understand, at like Disneyland, at Disney World, there are these rich families that will get a hold of like a disabled child from another family, usually a lower income family.
Oh shit.
And they'll just wait in line they'll bypass the line using the disabled child.
That's funny. No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
I saw large groups like there was like on the plane to and from. Coincidentally, we had the same. It was like a thespian group from a theater class from high school went. I saw a lot of like large families, like with the matching Disney shirts, like family whatever of this, so I guess reunions I'd say, And then surprisingly, I saw a lot of like couples, no kids, couples, and a lot of them had these like homemade Mickey ears, because those are a must when you go to Disney World, but they had like veils on them, so they were like there on their honeymoon. So my wife has this idea to go back alone, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, look at that.
Really?
Surprisingly, I would do it, because there's a shit ton of stuff that's like Disney World is like its own like country, really. There's so much stuff there. We only managed to go to 3 parks out of like the 7 or 8 that they have, and there's seriously a lot of adult themed like stuff to do.
It's changed. Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, yeah, we had plenty of stuff to do for the kids to keep them entertained. But we went last week, and during the fall, they host what's called the Food and Wine Festival, and Epcot is like a big circulatory park of just pure restaurants, and you walk around the park in a circular fashion, and the geographical locations change, or the continent. So you go from like Africa to Asia or whatever. So we went there for dinner a couple of times. I would definitely go back, just like with my wife, to enjoy ourselves. But
it's nothing like Disney World after dark or anything like that.
Marvel fan, did you make your way to? Are you going to? I mean, have you been to Island of Adventure?
No, we haven't been to Island of Adventure. We went to Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Magic Kingdom, and we stayed at the Art of Animation Studio. We actually got kicked out of Magic Kingdom the last night because apparently it was like a special ticketed event for the Halloween parade, which I had no idea that we had to purchase a separate ticket for. So we almost got away with it, but we were like kind of like in the stores within the park, so they weren't checking. But apparently you had to purchase an additional bracelet.
Boogers.
So if I had stayed in the park or the store a few more minutes, then by the time we came out, it would have been dark enough to nobody would see it. But as soon as we stepped out of that store, they told us we had to leave. I kind of knew about the park, and they kind of were making announcements, and I saw flyers, and I was like, well, there's no way they can kick out thousands of people from the park. But they pretty much did, yeah. So
Put your hands up now, or I'll shoot.
You'd be surprised the security infrastructure they have at these Disney parks.
Yeah, dude, you should have just ran back in the store and been like, "Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I'm still buying things."
Yeah.
For the next 3 hours.
I imagine some people got away with it by that method, but yeah, I was just like, oh, they're not gonna make us leave or whatever. We'll just hang out. But yeah, they did.
If you do end up going back, definitely try to. You being a Spider-Man fan, definitely try to get the. If they still have the Spider-Man ride, I'm pretty sure they do. I went as a kid, and that's worth the trip alone.
Wait, you went to Disneyland?
Oh, Disney World.
Oh, Disney World.
Yeah.
So which park is that at?
Island of Adventure.
I think that's Universal Studios.
Yeah, that's Universal Studios, where they have like the Marvel stuff. Yeah, we didn't go there.
Okay. I don't know how close that is. I went as a kid. I assume they're like right next to Disney World.
Yeah, it's not too far, but it's a separate park. We would have had to pay for an additional ticket to that. But I did go on the Star Wars ride. The Star Tours was pretty rad. That was the first thing we hit up.
Mark Ruffalo on Twitter just retweeted from The Intercept about Blackwater founder Eric Prince remaining free and rich, while a lot of his former employees from Blackwater are going down on murder charges. And it's pretty interesting to see all this. I'm sorry, you were talking about Disneyland. I'm over here like talking about
Blackwater Disney. It's the same thing.
What does the Hulk say?
It's a good segue. Well, no. He just retweeted the article. I mean, it's basically about how the jury found one of the guards, this guy Nicholas Sladen, guilty of first-degree murder, and then some of these other people on here. But it's interesting that this all goes back to September 16th of 2007, and basically they gunned down 17 Iraqi civilians at a crowded intersection. So, I mean, these people were just civilians, and they just got gunned down for whatever reason. And some of that stuff is just unsettling to me. I don't know. Just reading that. Reading more about this at Blackwater over there. So that has all these ties back.
But
Well, let's end the podcast on a exciting up note, Miguel.
But what about Gamergate?
What about it?
Well, that was episode 13. That was good stuff, guys. Appreciate it.
Diarrhea Mill.
3013. Yeah, Tassie, go fuck yourself.
Jesse, glad you're back. Adrian, good having
Thanks. You guys have any ending quotes or anything you want to say? No?
Diarrhea.
Knowledge was their treasure.
Knowledge.
I'm glad somebody got that.
Oh my God!
You have to take that clip away from you.
I know.
The best. I'm telling you. There's, I don't know who doesn't like that clip. And to the one viewer that apparently is still on the show, I don't know if it's been changing or whoever you are. And to all the other viewers that were there, please join us at in the conversation at Empty Rant on Twitter, and then our email us emptyrant@gmail.com. Also, we have a Facebook now, facebook.com/emptyrant. That's exciting. And apparently this clip will now be on YouTube. So on youtube.com/emptyrant, and you can see this whole this whole Empty Rant live. So you're welcome, society. You're all welcome. All of you.
Thank you.
In a world.
World. All right, guys. It's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Diarrhea wrap.